Yes, yes. Truman, dubplate sessions. Rise and shine. Yo, DVG, let's go. Surrounded by voices, blinded by choices, living in a state of hypnosis. I'm trying to stay focused, feeling hopeless, surrounded by minds that's broken, barely floating visions of heaven. I'm devoted, spark the potent, set the wheels in motion. Peace be my motive, but take no shit from no prick. I'm trying to get my fate lit, stay away from fakeness, penning greatness, building foundations like masons. Connect with my brothers, UK, Canada, Jamaica, Truman, DVG, killing it with Teacher D. 6 in the morning, I'm feeling free. Thank God I got no one to please but myself and me. Rolled up lemon trees in the park, half light, half dark, life in the balance. Past times were tragic, life is what you make it, so I had to change it. Now it's back to basics, stand up to your fears and face it. Find God, embrace it, it's deep within the soul. Once I was told ignorance is bliss. Do me a favor and stop gassing like Nazis up in NASA. Sacred, divine, geometric patterns unveil the beauty under the satin. Too many follow like fashion. Follow your heart, follow your path. Many days were spent in the dark until that light got sparked. Yo, check 1, 2. Yo, rise and shine, raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG, this is the dubplate sessions. I said rise and shine, raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG, this is the dubplate sessions. I said rise and shine, raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG, this is the dubplate sessions. Yes, yes. UK, Canada, Jamaica. Yeah, yeah, fuck all the haters. Fuck all the fakers. Rise and shine, dubplate vibes. Weedy G on the buttons, enough respect. Teacher D, Motivation Academy. Truman, pick up my brother Truman. Spark the light, I set fire from Babylon. Yeah, yeah, lighting up the booth, nothing but the knowledge and the truth. This is a Truman Productions. And we're killing it. One love.
Now hear this, Motivation Academy, live and direct every day, 7 a.m. right in Montreal. Hear this man a Blackout J.A. and you know we can't stall or fall. I hear this now, Motivation Academy, run the rhythm. Heights in a them time, yeah. Now you'll find out who is the real revolutionary. Watch this. Heights. Tell them. Blackout J.A.
Sweep over my soul.
Sweep over my soul. Chacha, please take control. I realize make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize make the good time roll. In love with the music, we never say. I realize come on, that's a revolution day. This is give up on when the DJ play. Songs of redemption, now get away. Biometric info, that's what we think of. I just wanna be free. So they treat them a Libya, no one no answer. Everyone see my God, they sweep over my soul. Chacha, please take control. I realize make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize make the good time roll. No one want to admit racism is alive and strong. My brothers died on a Sierra Leone to the blood diamond. And Trump is the leader of those illiterate fools who don't understand. Love is the order of the day. The universe don't have a plan. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize. Living a piece out of any way you want. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Throw down your gun and your nuclear weapon. All of them things are not the solution. Everybody have a him no something like a fairy tale. Them life have a happy ending. Live and love, you will be safe and sound. I realize, sweep over my soul. Chacha, please take control. I realize, make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize, make the good time roll. In love with the music, we're not gonna stray. I realize, come on, dance already, no chant. This is the fall where the DJ play. Songs of redemption, don't get away. Biometric info, that's what we think of. I just wanna be fair. So they've tripped down my Libya, no one no answer. Everyone say my God, be sweep over my soul. Chacha, please take control. I realize, make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize, make the good time roll. No one want to admit racism is alive and strong. My brothers die, they must already know. With the blood diamond, Donald Trump is the leader of those illiterate fools who don't understand. Love is the order of the day. The universe don't have a plan. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize, make the good time roll. Sweep over my soul. Chacha is in control. I realize, Masters, living a piece out of anywhere you want. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Throw down your gun and your nuclear weapon. All of them things are the solution. Everybody ever aim now to be something like a fairy tale. Them life have a happy ending. Live and love, you will be safe and sound. I realize it. Sweep over my soul.
I react over the top. Very Christmas. Sweep over my soul. Yes, self-examination. 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 Isn't it a great subject to talk about? A subject. I don't like that word, subject. But yeah, it's a sub. It's subject. Yeah, maybe. But yeah. Big up, big up. I'm back. Live and direct. Janik, your host. 7 a.m. That's our time. Yeah, yeah. Told you. It's an everyday thing. There's no days off. There's no days off. From the moment I woke up, I opened my eyes to life. I realized there was not going to be days off. I knew from that day. I knew from the first day I took my phone in my backyard. Days off were over. The vacancy, the holidays, the illusion, the non-involvement was over. It was now time to rise and self-examine my life and make some change. Make some change in order to just get a better vibe. It's just to get a better vibe. Hold on. Yeah, because if we get a better vibe, come on. We can carry on. We can carry on a great journey. But if we don't have a vibe, if we don't reach that vibe inside you, that look, I'm vibing here, but it's nothing yet. I'm just scratching the surface of my potential. So if I keep focusing each and every day, is everything plugged in here? Yeah. If I keep focusing each and every day on the rise, on the self-examination, like self-examination for me is looking at yourself in the mirror and change your ways. But that can be painful. That's what I explained in a video in French yesterday that I posted. In the past, I posted. Yeah, it can be painful. Self-examination can be painful for sure if your ways are very, very evil. if your ways are very evil, it's going to be painful because to realign, alignment for me is, first of all, also I was talking about the light, and I like what I said in the video. That's why I listen to each and every of my video, because I go outside, I tell stuff that those videos that I'm posting now are made in September. So there's stuff I said there that I might not remember. Like I said, we forget very easily. So it's good for me to refresh. And I was talking about the light. Seeing the light. I said some people might think we're clowns or something when we start talking about light. But what is the light? What is the light? The light for me, again, many people would have a different explanation for what is the light. Some people, they're so negative. They're going to tell you it's the light of Lucifer. It's the devil's light. And, people will say that because their state of mind is very negative, is very into Babylon, into the fantasy and that. So for them, the light is, so often what you drink also, Bud Light and Coors Light and stuff like that, So that's probably the place where we can see the light is on the food, the light food stuff, the drinks, and but the light is somewhere else than there. And the light is outside the distraction. What I think it is, it's really a state of mind. I think being on the side of light is really a state of mind more than something you see. It's a state of mind. You're not in distraction. You're not distracted. You're no more absorbed by fantasy. You're no more absorbed by fantasy. You can think for yourself. To me, that's seeing the light. So you can have a different version of what is seeing the light for you. But to me, it comes back to being aligned with who you are, remembering a little bit who you are, to be able to start doing something is to remember a little bit who you are. Like I said, I don't think I can remember the whole thing in the lifetime. We'll see. Maybe. But I think we will remember, or I will remember once everyone stop being amnesiac. Or pretending not to know. Like, the thing is, it's not so much because we're amnesiac. I think we walk pretending. We walk pretending that we don't know, that we can do better, that we don't know our evil ways, that we don't know what's good or wrong, what's good or bad, or like we walk pretending, because deep down inside of us, we know what's wrong or right or stuff like that. We can have a judgment. It's just I think sometimes the twisted mind comes act up also. So it's to self-examination is the first step to personal mastery. Personal mastery, that's what I marked? Probably. I don't remember. Personal revolution. Personal mastery, same thing. With the personal revolution, you'll get to personal mastery, and you'll be able to be focused. Like, what is it really? Being on the side of the light. It's just your focus. Your focus on the mission. You're focused on the mission. You're not, like I said, I like to be grounded and explain stuff with what I feel, what I see, I might have other extrasensorial senses, but extrasensorial experience. But even those sometimes are hard to define, because it's, I think once we start anyway with definition, it becomes very... very hard to explain anything to. So who's here on this beautiful Saturday morning? Saturday today, I think. Yeah. Saturday. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Just open the blind. You can see outside a bit at least. Yeah, and that's it, self-examination. But most people don't want to do that. Most people don't want to look at themselves, don't want to make change in their life because of distraction and habits of being in the same repetitive state of mind. I don't know. They can see no way out. I think this is where coaches and empowerment and teaching can do a lot to people that don't know how to win. Like sometimes. Is it because you're not a loser? I don't think anyone here is a loser. It's just we don't want to do that self-examination. And again, it's profound because then you got to bring out of yourself who you really are. So that can be frightening. You can have fears. You're gonna have to go through your fears. You're gonna have to, each and every day. What do you think I do here? Do you think I do? I don't go through my fears, but yeah, man, I'm gonna press that button so often that the fear are gonna be non-existent. That's my way of doing things. Doesn't mean it's the best way, man. But that's my way of doing things. I repeat often what I fear, and I eventually, I'm sure it will dissolve. Like here, it's pretty much gone. And like, what fear do I have to come in my office, plug myself on YouTube, and talk? Like I realize that there's absolutely nothing there. It's the easiest thing I've done in my life. It's just we don't trust ourselves. We don't. We doubt. We don't think we're gonna make it. We're gonna be inspired. We're gonna have what's necessary to also inspire others. We don't. First of all, that's it. It's acceptance. You gotta accept yourself. If you can't accept yourself, how are you gonna examine yourself? How are you gonna do that self-examination if you can't even accept yourself? So accept yourself in the first place. Accept who you are, what you came to do here. You're not a random speck to sit in front of the TV. Wake up, if it's your case. Again, might not be your case, the one listening now or 5 years. Don't take nothing personal. It's about all of us, even me. I gotta wake up. Please wake me up. Yeah. My frequency goes up. Please wake me up. That's the song of Léa Rosier. No, that's it. It's I think an awakening is not something, but it's more the self-examination that goes on and on and on and brings just something better out of you, a better person, more lovey, more less egotistic, less selfish, and more towards others and helping others. Because again, I don't have the secret recipe for anything. It's just I'm trying I'm finding my way more and more because I let go of distraction. That's all it is. Me, I'm telling you, the analysis is very simple. Why we're not rising, why we're not waking up, we're distracted. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's my experience with life. The only reason why I wasn't here because I was distracted. So what keeps humanity in a low state of vibration is the distraction. What else? Because once you're not distracted, you're into action and you get back that sense of mission. But it's just we're married with the fantasy. We love the fantasy. We love the distraction. We can't let go. Can't let go of distraction. And we're pumping more and more and more distraction and entertainment mind. And yeah. And again, it's good to bring entertainment. I like to be entertained. But that stuff that empowers me, like inspiring reggae music, to me, that's entertainment. For sure, but it's not a distraction. I decided to take that distraction to another level and to melt it to everything I was doing here. And I love reggae music. So for sure, you're going to see me interviewing more reggae singers and getting more music. And that's what I love. I do what I love in life. I do what I love. I love to come and talk to you here in the first light like this. It's perfect energy. It's great energy. It's and again, I do that effortlessly. So why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I do it? I do it effortlessly. It's no effort for me. No effort at all. It's natural. So anything that is natural, I'm gonna let it flow. Let it flow as I self-examine my life. And what I come to do here, again, self-examination is constant also because your outer purpose can change. Your outer purpose can change with self-examination. Like you can change your name. You can, like tomorrow I'm going to receive on the 9 o'clock today. Don't miss it on the Truman Show. I'm with Rasta Day, the second part of our live and direct reasoning. This time it's going to be live and direct. I hope they don't shut down my channel again. But yeah. So I'll be with Rasta Day at 9 o'clock in a bit. and tonight solo on the Truman Show with the sharks. But there's no sharks on the channel where I go. Truman Show and Motivation Academy. We're too positive here. You know what it is? I think is the positive vibes. The positive vibes, sometimes it's so positive that the negative can come near. So that's what you're going to do also by, examining yourself. You're going to realize your vibes are low. Your vibes are low, and you're going to raise your vibes, and suddenly you're going to see that the life in a whole different way. I see life very, very differently. Not that I see the grass, the trees differently. They're the same as before, but it's not the spiritual side of them, but the sacred side of it. Sacred side of it, the divine side of it. That's very, very that I embrace a lot. Today, there's lots of great stuff. Oh, this is frozen. Don't tell me it's gonna shut down. Oh, are you still there? Oh, I thought it was gonna shut down. The computer acted up a bit. If it shut down, well, I'll restart. But yeah, so that's it. First step. So because there's got to be a first step. There's got to be a first step to any change. The first step, I think, is acceptance. If you can't accept your fucked up ways, how are you going to change them? Simple, eh? So you got to accept it. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out with your confusion. That's the thing people do. Sometimes we freak out a bit with our confusion, and because it's very confusing. Sometimes when you start realizing that the world you live in is very, very. I don't like to use negative words like insane and stuff. I think it's just very confused. It's very confused. There's lots of I don't like also to say that it's a matrix thing. The matrix is in the mind of people. That's maybe it's a simulation. I don't know, but I don't feel like it. I feel the trees are very, very divine. Everything is very divine in nature. The love is unconditional for us. So there is something flowing in the air, and it's hard to explain what it is in words. But there's something with life anyway that's deserve me waking up every day and reflect on it for sure. I'm here. Come on, I'm here on Earth right now, alive and well. What am I going to do? Waste my time? I'll rest when I'm freaking dead. That's where I'm going to rest. Until there's not going to be any days off. Any days off, either if I'm sick or I really don't feel good. But even sick, I'll show up here. It's like it's becoming so strong as you take more and more on your journey that even you cannot stop it. Even you cannot stop it. And again, it's not because you're controlled by something else. It's just the strength is so strong. The strength and the will to carry on is so strong that it takes over your little voices inside and the little bullshit you tell yourself each and every day to sabotage yourself. It's going to take over this. I'm telling you, try it. Try it. Try to start, it's just to, at one point, more, it's not only it will change your life and make it more on the side of the light. And again, I explained you what was the light. The light is for me, again, it's for me. Some people might have other explanation what is the light, but for me, it's outside of this nonsense, distraction world, and just being very, very focused on actualizing yourself in this nonsense world to try to bring a better vibe. I'm not going to change the world. Like I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and we were saying the world is never going to change. The world is never going to change. We're saying that because it's so deep, and it's only I don't think it's going to get worse. I don't think it's going to get worse, but I think it's good. You look at it, is it getting look, they brought the TVs now. It's the phones now. Everybody's lobotomized. So is it getting worse or better? I don't know. Maybe you can give me your opinion on that. I don't have the chat here. How come? I don't see nobody in the chat. I think the chat is not even active. Hold on. I see 7 watchers, but there's nobody in the chat. Oh, you're there. Bozo, il est là. Personal greatness. Ah, je t'avais même pas vu. Je voyais pas le chat. Sorry. Salut Martin, ça va bien? Oui, oui. Hi everybody. Philippe is in the house. Yeah. Philippe Perlijewski. Je pense que t'es... I think you're from Poland, hein? Philippe, is it that? I think that's the same Philip that's friend with me on Twitter. I don't know. Sometimes I'm trying to place people who they are and stuff, but it's so like there's so many names, so many avatars, so many like I'm trying to like relate to you, who you are and stuff. But yeah, sometimes I never seen your face, so it's hard to. But some people, yeah. But I think. Yeah, that's it, Philip. That's it. My same friend, Philip, on Facebook. That's it. That's what I thought. From Poland, I think Poland or something like that. You're from? Hold on, I get a little. Had to blow my nose. I don't need to do that live and direct. So, what we were saying, Poland, Poland. You see, I have a good memory, man. I remember people. I'm attentive, man. I'm attentive to stuff. So I remember you, Philip, for sure. Yeah, that's it. That's great. YouTube is not sending me your videos. Oh, I don't know. YouTube is fucking up with me, messing around with me with my channels and stuff, I think. But I don't know. It's just I'm here every. You can check the channel at 7 o'clock each and every day. You're gonna see the live video appear there. Also, you can just go directly on the channel and you get it there. The live feed is there. I think so. So yeah. So self-examination. That's a great, because that's what also can change the world. If you want to talk about changing the world, which I think maybe with the next, like it's I have hope. I can't say I'm hopeless. I have hope for humanity for sure, because we're starting to wake up. We're starting to wake up. Like it's still very, very deep because of the self-obsession. Very, very deep, the ego and self-obsession. Like you can talk about all kinds of conspiracy nonsense stuff in Babylon, but we're all self-obsessed and into our ego, so we don't even talk to our neighbors. So how are we going to do this? We got to start locally. Locally is self-examination first. It starts with you, personal revolution. And then maybe you can talk to your neighbor and try to create bonds with them, or like put a smile on your face and say hi. And I don't know, people are so divided, so into cognitive dissonance. Also the cognitive dissonance, just to not do that self-examination. We all hold on to our cognitive dissonance and so many stuff. Just me smoking is cognitive dissonance. I know it's no good for me, but I still do it because I don't know, I like it. I love the feeling of marijuana, of cannabis, but I know it's cognitive dissonance. And many of us, we know eating meat is hurting. There's animals being slaughtered in slaughterhouse and murdered, and we know that. It's not because we don't know. We pretend not to know. We pretend not to know. We pretend to not know all kinds of stuff, just so we don't have to face it, and at face value, and see really what we're doing, because we're totally in cognitive dissonance, and that's what is going to spoil our life. The whole thing is going to be spoiled by nonsense. No snow in Montreal. Nope. Not yet. No snow yet, but it's coming. I think the snow eventually. But we're going to be here, rain or snow. That's what Blackout said, huh? Yeah. Snow here in Florida. You're having snow in Florida? Are you in Florida? Bliss, you told me. What, there's snow there? You get snow sometimes in Florida? Wow. We don't even have snow yet here. But it's gonna come. Everything comes at his due time. This is the thing also. Like, even the self-examination will not come to you. Like, this whole thing will not come to you before you're ready. And if you're ready, there you're gonna have signs coming to you telling you, hey, like, but you gotta be really, really in tune with the present moment. Also, that's very, very important, the present moment, and not be so stressed out. And I trust in that if I take action in the direction of good each and every day or whatever, there is something out there. There is it's our like I again, this is the confusing part because we can see it. We can see it, but it's there. I have my faith, or I know it's in my heart. I know in my heart I have a lot of stuff, and that stuff is probably floating in the air too. So that's probably the same stuff that created the whole thing. I don't see why it would be so less than what creation. Like, look at us. What we're anyway. Me, it's clear to me that again, it's hard to define who we are. Who are we really? Who are we really? If we forget all the definitions we've been told in our life, who are we really? And this is the mystery that brings a smile on my face each and every day. If I don't have mystery with life, if everything I come here and but that's what we do with children. We take out the Yannick. Gilia Henders? No, I don't know. Can you believe this? I'm freezing. We sell them if ever it gets snow here. Oh, yeah, okay. We have 20 centimeters snow. In Poland, you must have snow, but here in Montreal, no snow yet. In the south of Quebec, southern part of Quebec, it's not like they receive more snow in New York and further down south than in this region here. Like, I don't remember here the last like huge snowstorm. Like, I'm talking to you over 50, 60 centimeters of snow. Over that, I cannot even recall it. Probably never. So I've never seen a huge snowstorm. I never seen that, like freaking high and stuff like what you see up north, or sometimes in New York. One year they had like 60 or 70 centimeter. One shot, that's huge. That imagine the amount. It's crazy just to pick that up in the street and all. Like when it goes over your car, when the snow covers your old car, that's a lot. But sometimes there's places that go even higher. It's crazy. So no, here it's not. Wish it would rub off on others. Yeah. Hey, the south is getting snow, and per the weather person, Alaska is above freezing. And sunshine. Yeah, that's it. Suzanne, you're going to Alaska, so you're good. You gotta have better weather in Alaska probably than on the side of the Michigan Lake. There too, it's freaking crazy sometimes in the winter around the big lakes, the Great Lakes. Lots of snow there because they're near the water, so lots of evaporation and stuff. So they must get more snow for sure. But here, no, here it's not. It's not really. Yeah, it becomes a concern when the driveway is full and you have to get out. Then it becomes a concern. But other than that, I love the snow. I love the winter. I love the winter, but when it's white everywhere, like I don't like really the winter when there's no snow and everything is brown and dead on the ground. Like I like the winter when it's like a white blanket all over, and it's especially when the sun is shining and on the white snow, it's bright. You go outside and you get so much like light from it. This is what I love. That people put sunglasses when they see, brainwash people will put sunglasses when they see the sun reflecting on the snow. But I love it. I love to go into the chilling spot there when it's full of snow and sunny, and just because it's very, very reflective, the white and the light. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, that anyway. That's my snow subject. But let's go back to our self-examination. But maybe we can pump up the vibe a bit. I don't know where's Karmic. I'm gonna handle it for you, Karmic. He's probably not far. Yeah, it's the weekend. He's probably not far. Let's see what we have here. Are we gonna hold the joy? Anu lucky, make me live. Maybe we're gonna go back with DVG. I really like what he did. Let's check this out. It's new, fresh. Oh. And it's massive, massive. 2-month dubplate session. Rise and shine. Yo, DVG.
Surrounded by voices, blinded by choices. Blinded by choices, living in a state of Yes. Truman, dubplate sessions. Rise and shine. Yo, DVG, let's go. Surrounded by voices, blinded by choices, living in a state of hypnosis. I'm trying to stay focused, feeling hopeless, surrounded by minds that's broken, barely floating visions of heaven. I'm devoted, spark the potent, set the wheels in motion. Peace be my motive, but take no shit from no prick. I'm trying to get my fate lit, stay away from fakeness, penning greatness, building foundations like masons. Connect with my brothers, UK, Canada, Jamaica, Truman, DVG. Killing it with teacher. 6 in the morning, I'm feeling free. Thank God I got no one to please but myself and me. Rolled up lemon trees in the park. Half light, half dark, life in the balance. Past times were tragic, life is what you make it. So I had to change it, now it's back to basics. Stand up to your fears and face it. Find God, embrace it, it's deep within the soul. Once I was told ignorance is bliss. Do me a favor and stop gassing like Nazis up in NASA. Sacred divine, geometric patterns unveil the beauty under the satin. Too many follow like fashion. Follow your heart, follow your path. Many days were spent in the dark until that light got sparked. Yo, check 1, 2. Yo, rise and shine. Raise up your vibes. Quit stressing. Life is a blessing. Truman, DVG. This is the dubplate session. I said rise and shine. Raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG. This is the dubplate sessions. I said rise and shine, raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG. This is the dubplate sessions. Yes. UK, Canada, Jamaica. Yeah, fuck all the haters. Fuck all the fakers. Rise and shine, dubplate vibes. WDG on the buttons, Teacher D. Motivation Academy. Truman. Big up my brother Truman. Big up DVG. Spark the light, I set fire from Babylon. Yeah. Lighting up the booth. Nothing but the knowledge and the truth. This is a Truman Productions. And we're killing it. One love. Peace.
I stopped it a bit before the end, but yeah. So that's it. DVG. You can find his channel on YouTube. You know DVG. That's Mehmet, my bro Mehmet. Came on the Truman Show. I went on his channel too for an interview we did together. There's stuff you can find on his channel. He's got great stuff. Great mind. I love his style. From the beginning, I was doing the plate session. I thought about him, and I was just waiting to get a bit of stuff rolling, and then I knew DVG was going to come in the picture, but I was just waiting for a good rhythm also for him, and we have that rhythm from WDG. WDG Sound Force! Boom! Big up WDG. There's lots of great people doing great stuff. Me, for sure, and Teacher D also that gave me the rhythm. I asked him, I said, I love your song. He said, do you want the rhythm? You can record dub plate on it. But I said, yeah, for sure. So he gave me the rhythm, and I said, that's a good rhythm for a DVG. Must, yeah. Yeah. Pump up time. That's it. Winter, if one takes the time, is a great time to reflect within. Yeah, that's it. And I like winter also. Like, no, it's a good moment to slow down. Like, it's a bit more, the pace is a little bit more, is higher during the summer than the winter. People slow down in the winter. The vibe is a bit, and especially when we have lots of snow, people like they chill, and it's cool. It's cool. It's another vibe, and I don't dislike it to the point that I would have to get away from it. I always, it's just maybe for the food, it's less evident, but I dry a lot of stuff. I like when I freeze a lot of veggies too, like I freeze them raw and peppers and stuff. So I'm not so stuck when winter comes. You gotta plan a bit in advance. But I'm a big planner. I have 3 freezers here, so I have 3 freezers. So I froze a lot of stuff, a lot of juice, freeze juice and stuff. So I don't have to. But it's a bit of work when I do it. But I go with the rhythm I can do with what I. Yeah. Note, please, Ender. She wrote a very mind-opening book. I'll check it. I'll check this out. Send me a link, maybe. Send me a link, Phil, in my Facebook Messenger. You can send me stuff in there. I'm not. I don't mind. I don't mind people reaching out, sending me stuff. Sometimes it's good to. I like to listen. Each one teach one. I have so much to learn. I have so much to learn, especially from other people. If I can have books and stuff, and I have time to read, so I'll read it. I love to read. I love to read English, especially French also, but I love to read in English because it practices a lot. It gives me more vocabulary to more practice. Practice. I'm not perfectly bilingual, but I don't think. Can you become very perfectly bilingual? Yeah, probably. But there's still stuff I want to get more of a but it's gonna come. A little bit too long, the winter. Yeah, a little bit too long. But it gets long if you like everything's gonna become a very, very long, and if you don't each and every day cultivate a very, very high vibe. Okay, because it's like that for everything. At one point, you're gonna find the winter long also. Like, okay, I get to March. I admit I can wait that the good time, that the nice weather is coming. That's what you mean. I agree with you. I crave once April come là, and les petits bourgeons commencent à sortir des arbres, là, puis that means I'm going back to the chilling spot. So I really like this. It's a great vibe. That's where I do most of my videos outside. It's in the summer, so for sure I love the summer vibe. It's great. It's a great vibe. You sell it, bozo? Okay, I do. You won't be surprised. Cool. No, don't hesitate if you have a. I miss my RV. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Also, you in the winter, you miss your RV. So, for sure. What do you do, Martin, during the winter? You rent a place or you live with someone else? Like, what do you do? You have a house too, and you just go with your RV. Like, what do you do during the winter? During the summer, or it's just to travel? You use your RV just to go, or you plan to live in it. Like, what is your thing? I would have to check your stuff a bit to know, but I'm asking you. Maybe you can tell me. No, in storage for winter. Okay, in storage for winter. That's it. So you have your own place also. You don't just live in your RV. You have your own place, but in the summer, you are more often in the RV. If I get what you're saying, then okay. Yeah. Rent room, my friend, rent my... okay, so you that's it. So you live with someone else for the winter. That's what I thought. And in the summer, you're always in the RV? Always in the RV from what? April to like September, October? Until you freeze your butt in the RV and everything start to freeze, the water and everything, I guess. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's great stuff. Because, no. We have to minimize. Also, that's what I was talking with. Yesterday, we were going around, me and my friend in Chateauguay. near here, and we were looking at the big houses. Like, why do people acquire such a big mansion? Like, especially in a city like Chateauguay. Like, you wonder sometime why people spend hundreds and hundreds of. They don't spend it, first of all. Most of them, they're going to slave all their life to pay it, and they're not in it most of the time. And once they're in it, they're very crabby because they have so much on their shoulder that they can't even enjoy it. So why do people acquire big mansions like that, big houses? Like, I don't get that stuff. Like, I don't need a castle to be happy. Again, I don't have that kind of money, so I don't know. Maybe I would do it, but I don't think so, because it's like, what's the point of having a super, super big house? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I need a roof. I need a room, some stuff, but I don't need, like, I don't know. 15 March or 15 Mars or 15 Octobre, full-time RV. That's it. That's what I thought. But so I don't know what it is with people to, and after you're so stuck, like, c'est ton arrêt de mort, là. Hey, moi, là, si j'aurais une maison, là, 300-400 000 à payer, man, je capoterais bien raide. Je capoterais. Si j'aurais une maison, là, and all the responsibility on me of a $400,000-$500,000, because that's regular big houses you see around here, can reach easily $500,000, especially if you go in Brassard and around Quartier des Estranges. You're gonna see houses there. It's crazy, but what's the, like, after that you got to pay that stuff? Like, the bank must say, okay, like, it's just to scare people. I think it's just to scare people, to afraid to lose it, and then you lose yourself in the process of keeping those things alive. I have no desire to. It's never been one of my goal in life to have a huge house. Like, if I would have a bit more in my bank account, maybe I would have. Like, I don't know, I would buy a barn and renovate it, or and put a pool inside. If you ask me what kind of luxury I would love, is a pool. Because of my knee, I love the pool, and it's very good exercise for me. So that's the kind of luxury I would give myself, an interior pool. But other than that, I don't need and I don't know. It's not something I envy. It's not something that's on my mind, on the forefront of my mind each and every day, because I have other things on my mind. But if it comes, yeah, that's the kind of stuff I would do. But not the Rothschild. Ha ha ha. And sorrows. St. Lawrence is beautiful. Love the chilling spot. Yeah. It's a great. I have the 2 regular chilling spot I go, and it's a great place. Yeah. Love to live in a warehouse. Yeah, stuff like that, in a big warehouse, and, not stuck up in some things with rooms and all closed up, and everybody, like, even in our rooms, even in our houses, were divided, because we make division in between room, so your daughter has her room, everybody has their own, so we're causing a lot of division. I think you should just open the whole thing, like a big warehouse. Okay, sometimes you might need a bit of privacy, but... Yeah, that's where comes the room. That's where the room comes very helpful for privacy, but yeah, you know what I mean. So they can hide from themselves and others in their big house. Yeah, but I don't. I know. I seriously, I was going around and I'm like, you see, most of the time they're not there. They're not in their house. Like, you have a super beautiful, like, the house is immaculate, like, super great, and they're not in it, because they are outside in Babylon slaving to pay that bank, to pay that out to, like, it's an illusion, because where money's created, first of all, money's created out of thin air. So you make you slave. And first of all, do you really need this? Like, do you really need this to be happy in life? Like, isn't it just an illusion of happiness to acquire material? What will make you happy? Becoming who you really are, breaking away from fears and shit like that, or accumulating material? Like, I think I'm not. Anyway, you know what I mean. My dad wanted to build our house in the side of a hill, like a hobbit house. My mom said no. I love the idea. Yeah, that's it. My mom said no, like a hobbit house. That would be my type, build a hobbit house, and I don't know. I just need a roof to sleep. I need, like, the minimum. I mean, I need a house. Yeah, because in the winter here it's cold, and no, you need a house. You need a shelter. You need some kind of shelter, but do you really need like a fucking $500,000 mansion to find happiness? Like what is it? To just hide more from the world? Like, I don't know. It's so I don't know. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I want to stay. I don't know, but it's not my. I don't judge them. Like I said, I don't judge people that do it if they want to do it, if they want to have big houses and stuff. But I just don't think it's really something that can bring you happiness. Like what brought me happiness is accepting who I am and doing something with it. That brings me happiness. But the rest. Hey, I'm letting you go because I gotta prepare my stuff. I'm there, blah 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 blahing. I'm in an hour. I'm with Rasta all day on the Truman show, so I'm going now. Okay, bye bye, ciao. I'm out, and I'll be back in an hour and 10 minutes on the Truman show. And thank you very much for being here, all of you. Philip, Suzanne, Bliss, Bozo, in the chat, and for sure, don't miss the Truman show. I'll be back in an hour and something. We're going to talk about all kinds of different stuff, Rastafari a bit more, because I want him to share with me his experience with Rastafari, but not on the definition side, more on the deep level, what he feels from that, his experience in Ethiopia and all that. A lot of stuff. I have a lot of things written down, but usually I don't like plan too much because never end up following the plan, so I just take action and we'll see. But we'll be there. Okay, so that's it. See you later. Yeah, he's up. Peace, more peace, like Blackout says, and rise and shine. It's the order of the day. Love is the order of the day. Be back very soon. Truman Show. An hour and something. An hour and 10 minutes. Ease out. Love ya. See ya.